One of the biggest investigations in British history is getting bigger. Authorities say that every police department in the country is on the case of the alleged airline bombing plot. Prime concern, terror cells potentially hidden in Britain's Muslim community. CNN's Dan Rivers met one Muslim cleric accused of preaching hate.
What was your reaction, for example, on September the 11th?
Every sincere Muslim was pleased because America deserved a punch in the nose. You know, as many
3,000 people died that day.
3,000 people is like a drop in the ocean compared to the millions of Muslims that have been killed.
Abu Abdullah calls himself a cleric, but his extremist views may be repugnant to the vast majority of Muslims, in fact anyone who believes in God. One of the most outspoken Muslims in Britain, he's an associate of convicted terrorist Abu Hamza, who's serving 7 years in prison for inciting racial hatred and soliciting murder, and is wanted in the United States for trying to establish terror camps in Oregon. But Hamza's friend Abu Abdullah is still free, despite expressing views that come very close to inciting and glorifying terrorism. But he hasn't been charged with any crimes.
My Honourable Sheikh Osama bin Laden and Sheikh Ayman al-Zawahri, I love these people dearly for the sake of Allah. I couldn't express how much I love these people.
You love Osama bin Laden?
Yeah, I love him more than myself.
Abdullah tries to use the Quran to justify terror.
The Muslims that have the, obviously want to take up arms against the West, it's their Islamic right to do so. Islam is a peaceful religion, but at the same time Islam is allowed to defend itself.
It's allowed to defend itself, you'd say. Is it allowed to attack the West?
Absolutely. If this person is killed by the West, then we have our rights to take it out on the West. Those mainly the army, the British or the American army, government buildings, where they legislate from.
So it's
banks.
their fair game?
Well, it's absolutely, of course it's fair game for the Muslim.
So Tony Blair is a legitimate target, George Bush
absolutely,
is a
absolutely, yeah.
Do you think that America and Britain will be subjected to further attacks?
It should be.
A lot of people will be horrified by what you're saying, that they think that you are bringing nothing but chaos and death and destruction and misery.
Well, I'm not here to please the West or to please people's understandings. My people are being killed all over the world in many, many countries.
But that doesn't justify killing other people.
It does justify it. Of course it justifies it. When's it going to stop? You people need to know we're not going to take it anymore. And you want to know why Muslims in this country are understanding what they understand? They're sick of the West. They're sick of the politics. I owe this country nothing.
And this from a man born and brought up in the United Kingdom who only converted to Islam later in life.
But do you think God really wants Muslims to go out and kill innocent people?
God doesn't instruct Muslims to go out and kill innocent people.
But that's what you're advocating.
No, that's what you're saying. That's the terminology you're using and the words that you're actually using.
Let's clarify this. Are you
we
saying
call it self-defense. The difference between me and you is faith. The difference between me and you is trying to enjoin the right and forbid the evil. The difference between me and you, I live for the sake of God and you live for the sake of the devil.
Dan Rivers, CNN, London.